Sugarcane farm with auto paper crafter. So I thought I would test one of the latest snapshots that has the new auto crafter in it. This is my first usage of the auto crafter, which is kind of fun. I thought I would turn the sugarcane farm into a paper farm. This design does have a flaw in it where it also produces sugar if it's not loaded up enough, but it does the job for making paper and a bit of sugar. For the items we will need sugarcane, block of redstone, sticky piston, a piston, redstone comparator, redstone repeater, some hoppers, a crafter, some water buckets, chest and redstone. To start with, just get a solid block and go 3 across, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 down, and fill this in as we're just going to go up 1 level. Now put dirt or sand along the edge here, and dirt or sand along the other edge. And then just fill it in with a solid block along here. Put some water in there. And it should flow all the way to the end. Then at the end, add a block and put a hopper into the block, and then replace this block with a crafter. It seems that hoppers will just go straight into crafters, and then crafters actually produce the item straight into a chest without a hopper. And set the crafter to 3 slots in the middle. And then add a chest to the end to receive the items. Now we just put sugarcane along the edge here. And the other edge. Add a solid block along the edge where the dirt is. And then another one along the top. And do this for both sides. And then another one along the top. Now we want to get our pistons? No. Yes, pistons. Or observers. I think it's pistons first. Put pistons along there. And along the other side. And then on top of the pistons we want to put observers. Add another row of blocks to the back. In the L shape, or it's actually in a triangle, like a Tetris shape. Now we put the observers facing out. So from the back, just put observers all along the top of the pistons. And redstone along the back. And do this for both sides. Now we just test. As the sugarcane grows, it should be pushed out there and put into the hopper and then into the crafter. But we do need to block this area off here. I think I put glass here so that you can see what it's doing, rather than a solid block. So we can just replace this with glass maybe, to make it look a bit better. Actually, just so you can see what's going on in there. hopefully the items don't get stuck in the glass, as sometimes they do, and you do lose a few on the edge still somehow. Now we'll just finish up the other side with the same layout as before. Don't know what those turtles are doing over there, hanging out at the waterhole. Observers facing inwards with the red thing pointing out, and redstone behind them all. And that's both of the sides of the farm done. If it's not producing enough sugarcane, you can actually just stack this farm up. But this is a good start. Now test the other side. I'm testing the same side. Make sure they're both firing up. And then the sugarcane should be going into the stream and hopper and crafter. And now we just check the chest, and it won't actually work until we send it a pulse. So to create the pulse, I did have a few tests over here. One of them was the etho hopper clock, which I think is good because you can kind of time it a bit better, rather than just the kind of repeaters one. So you just place a block and then a hopper into the block, and then remove the block and a hopper into that hopper. And then we need a block of redstone and a sticky piston facing the block, and a sticky piston facing the other way. And then we use comparator behind each hopper. Comparator facing out and a comparator facing out again, and then a block behind that and that one, and then we've got a bit of redstone behind each of them. And then you can actually set the timer in the hoppers, so you can put an item in here that goes backwards and forwards in between the hoppers, which will turn the switch on and then off. So we'll start off with 30 items, and then as it goes across, it will pulse and then turn the pulse off. So we just run redstone up to the crafter, and you can see it just turned on and it produced 3 paper. So then the hopper clock will run, turn on and off. You can set this depending on how fast or slow you want it to run, and it will produce paper. And that is the Ethos Lab hopper clock, I think it's called. And there we are, we're producing paper with a hopper clock automatically from the sugarcane farm. I love these autocrafters, they're so cool. Hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching.